So I'm here on Pattaya Beach and it's looking really fantastic as we prepare for the Pattaya International Fireworks display tonight. But I want to tell you about some danger that's lurking on Pattaya Beach that people aren't talking about. It's even more dangerous than the chances of being hit by a stray firework. It's even more dangerous than the jet ski scam, because on this one, you might end up losing a lot of money and you might end up, like my friend, in hospital. I saw Phillip on the Baht bus last week and he had his arm in a sling. I thought he'd fallen off his motorbike. But when he told me his story, I thought it was so important, I want to share it with you.
So take us through it then. You were sat on a deck chair on Pattaya Beach having a lovely time.
Yeah, I was just sitting there. And you know how the vendors, there's always a vendor every 10 minutes trying to sell you something. So this guy next to me was getting the painted tattoo, and I was going to get the attention of the tattoo artist because I wanted one done, you know, just for the fun of it. Last year, I got a painted tattoo on this arm, and it was a scorpion, and I got a lot of compliments on it. So I was excited to get another tattoo this year. And he came over, and it ended up negotiating 200 baht for the tattoo. The fake, you know, temporary tattoo. It lasts about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And so he did it, and I just let him go at it whichever way he wanted. He said he's going to do a dragon. He's good at dragons. So I said, okay, fine, do a dragon. And that's what he did. And then he scraped the excess paint off about an hour later after it's dried. And then I was good to go. Right. And I went back and then...
So did they tell you anything about potential health dangers or ask if you have any allergies?
Oh, no. They don't tell you any of that.
Oh no, I want temporary fake, yeah? Not real, yeah?
I have real one.
No, I don't want real, no. I just want... Yeah.
2 weeks finish.
Yeah, but...
Picture.
Oh yeah, Oh, scorpion, dragon. Oh, dragons are good.
Dragon,
Oh, maybe. Small dragon. I like a dragon, yeah.
Dragon?
Yeah.
500 baht.
Oh, only 100 baht. But
Yeah. Good.
it's dangerous or not? อันตรายไหม
ไม่อันตราย
I actually thought it'd be more dangerous getting a real tattoo where they're going into your skin.
Yeah, with a needle, yeah.
Right.
Because that's not a needle that they use, is it?
No, they just use a paintbrush. And they use the paintbrush, and then it kind of goes on like crazy glue. It really dries into your skin. So once it's on there, you're not going to get it off. You can't just wash it off with water.
So the previous time when you had the scorpion, well, it looked good and you didn't have any allergic reaction or pain from it, anything like that?
No, it was a little itchy, but I didn't have any kind of reaction. And it looked really good for about 3 weeks, and then it faded away. And so there's no reaction.
Okay, so this time, so what time of the day was it when you had the tattoo?
About 3 in the afternoon.
So for the rest of the day you were okay, or you started to have a problem?
It started to itch that night. I went out and was playing some pool around pretty late at night, and I started itching it, scratching it a little bit. And then I'd say by 2 o'clock, it was just getting really raised, and it was starting to bleed.
ไม่ไปโรงพยาบาลเนาะ No.
ไม่ต้องไป
Oh, okay. No, I have to go.
ไม่อันตราย
Oh, okay.
And by the time I got to the emergency room, there was like pus and blood coming out, and my hand actually didn't even look like a hand. It was so swollen. And so I was pretty scared when I went to the emergency room.
When you walked into the emergency room, did they make any comment to you?
They didn't seem to be aware about tattoos on the beach. I told them what had happened, and they just thought of the best way of treating it would be strong antibiotic, and then dressing the wound, cleaning the wound, and then putting a steroid cream on it.
Which hospital did you go to? Was it Bangkok Pattaya?
Bangkok Pattaya Hospital.
Yeah, I think that's the best one around here.
Yeah, they did a wonderful job, by the way. This looks much better than when it originally was, you know, a week ago.
They gave you antibiotics. Did that fix it for you?
I think so. Let's see. I went in, I think, Thursday night around 2 o'clock, and then it took about till maybe 4 days before the swelling started going down. Now the doctor, when she looked at it, she thought it would be a little bit quicker than that, so she wanted to put me on more antibiotics. And I said I'd really prefer not to unless I really had to. So she gave me the option of using a steroid cream, and so far that seems to have worked pretty well.
What advice would you give to people contemplating a tattoo? Should they get a temporary tattoo?
Oh, at your own risk. The trouble, the wasted time going to the wound clinic every day and the money spent was a big aggravation. I'm really upset about it. It's a waste of time and money. You might get away with no reaction. You know, I can't say this will happen to you, but when I went on to Reddit, it's a very common thing with these, they're called henna tattoos, but it's not a real original henna tattoo. They use very cheap ink.
I've seen henna tattoos in Indian ceremonies, Indian weddings, things like that, but that looks different.
Yeah, it's more of like a rusty brown, and they're pretty innocuous, but they use a very cheap ink here on the beach. So it's your body is going to absorb that ink, which isn't always good for your kidneys or liver either. So I just don't think it's a very good idea.
So if it was 200 baht for the initial tattoo, what's the running total after the treatment?
Well, the tattoo was about 200 baht, but the final cost was about 12,000 baht. 3 visits with the doctor, they charge a lot for that. And then each day doing the wound dressing and the medication and all the bandages and everything. I went through quite a few bandages and stuff. So it wasn't a bargain, believe me.
So it's one of the more dangerous things that you've done in Pattaya, do you think?
Well, that and riding a motorbike. But yeah, I thought I had taken all the risk out of everything, but now there's a new risk there, you know.
So I hope you found that story interesting. I mean, it's always up to you what you do out here, but you do need to know the risks and then you can make an informed decision. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and a share and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you again for something else different in Pattaya in the next video. But bye for now.